Welcome to the deep dive. If you're trying to figure out undergraduate business degrees in California, well, you've come to the right place.
Yeah, there are a lot of options out there.
Exactly. So we've done some digging into several really good programs, kind of looking across a range of affordability just to help you get a clearer picture.
hmm And today we're zoning in on 5 specific universities. They all offer strong business programs, but at different price points.
Right. We'll kick things off with the most affordable and work our way up.
So that's San Jose State, then Cal Poly SLO, UC Irvine, UC San Diego, and finishing with Santa Clara University.
And our mission here, really, is to pull out the most important stuff for each one. We're talking academics, career prospects, campus feel, the overall value.
The idea is to get you informed without drowning you in details, like skipping the glossy brochures and getting straight to what matters.
Perfect. Okay, so let's dive into the first one. The most accessible, cost-wise.
That's got to be San Jose State University, the Lucas College and Graduate School of Business.
Okay, SJSU. Their in-state tuition and fees, it's around, what, $8,400 a year? That's pretty striking financially.
It really is. But like you said, the low sticker price isn't the whole story.
How so?
Well, its location, smack dab in Silicon Valley, really changes the game for affordability. Think about it. Lots of students can commute.
Ah, right, saving on housing costs.
Exactly. And then there's a sheer number of paid internships available right there. Tech companies everywhere.
So students can earn while they learn, basically.
Pretty much. And that seriously reduces the overall financial hit. It all feeds into their really impressive return on investment. The Wall Street Journal actually ranked them super high for value because of this.
Okay, so great value. But what about the actual quality? Does the reputation match up?
It does. Poets and quants called them the #1 public undergrad business school in the whole CSU system.
That's big for the Cal State system.
And they put them in the top 100 nationally, too. So, yeah, it's got a solid reputation.
Especially locally, I imagine, in the Bay Area.
Oh, definitely. They're known, really known, for producing graduates who are ready to hit the ground running, Silicon Valley firms. They look at SJSU grads very seriously. It's a major pipeline.
Okay, let's talk academics. They've got ACSB accreditation.
Yep, that's kind of the gold standard, shows they meet tough quality benchmarks.
And they offer quite a few concentrations, right? Like 13?
Yeah, a good range, including some pretty relevant ones like global innovation and leadership and business analytics, which is huge right now.
Business analytics, definitely key. Using data to make decisions.
Right. And SJSU really pushes applied learning. Get this. Their finance students actually run the CFA Institute Research Challenge.
The CFA Challenge. Wow, who are they up against?
Teams like UC Berkeley.
Berkeley. Okay, that really says something about the practical skills they're building.
Exactly. They embed a lot of Silicon Valley relevant stuff into the courses, and they encourage students to, connect dots between different subjects too.
And the faculty, are they more academic or industry focused?
Leans heavily towards industry. A lot of them have worked, or still consult, with Bay Area companies.
So they bring that real-world perspective into class?
Precisely. The focus is very much on teaching practical skills using real projects. The dean's apparently big on innovative teaching methods, too.
It sounds like hands-on experiential learning is baked in.
Oh, totally. I mean, the location helps. Internships at places like Cisco, Apple,
Yeah.
they're common.
Must be.
But it's not just internships. Like we said, the competitions that CFA win is a great example. Plus, class projects often involve local companies, even nonprofits.
Any support for entrepreneurs?
Yeah, they have the Silicon Valley Center for Entrepreneurship. It helps students get their own ventures going. And because of all this, many SJSU students land multiple paid internships.
Which probably leads to job offers pretty quick.
Often before they even graduate. That's a huge leg up.
So that location, it's more than just a backdrop. It's central to their industry connection.
Absolutely fundamental. They're the biggest business school in Silicon Valley. Think about that. More local companies hire SJSU grads than grads from any other university, period.
That's a strong statement.
And a huge percentage of their alumni stay in the Valley. So the network is incredibly strong and local.
Which naturally leads to strong career outcomes, I guess.
Makes sense, right? High job placement rates, good starting salaries, especially in tech and finance.
I think I saw them on a Forbes list once. Colleges that will make you rich or something.
Yeah, they were featured. It speaks to that long-term ROI. You find a lot of SJSU alumni in management roles all over the Valley.
Okay, last question on SJSU. What's the vibe? The student life?
It's very diverse, really reflects the Bay Area population. Lots of business clubs, case competitions, hackathons, the usual stuff, but maybe with a bit more of a tech flavor.
Study abroad, too.
Yep, they have options for that. And the campus is right downtown San Jose, so it's got an urban feel. Easy access to tech meetups, city life.
And the students themselves.
Generally seen as practical, hardworking, collaborative, focused.
Okay, great overview of SJSU. Let's head south now, just a bit, to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, the Orfalea College of Business.
Right. Now, cost-wise, we're taking a step up here. In-state tuition and fees jump to around $35,000 a year.
Okay, so definitely more than SJSU. But I hear Cal Poly SLO also punches above its weight in terms of value.
That's a word, yeah.
Yeah.
Even with a higher price tag, the ROI is considered exceptional.
How come?
Well, one big factor is they really push for students to graduate in 4 years. That helps keep the total cost down compared to schools where it might take longer.
Makes sense. Avoid those extra years of tuition, and their reputation, especially in California, seems top-notch for job-ready grads.
Stellar, really.
Yeah.
Poets and Quants puts them as a top public program out west. U.S. News consistently ranks Cal Poly itself as the #1 public master's level university in the West. Employers love Cal Poly grads.
Because they know they can contribute right away.
Exactly. They come in prepared.
And that's tied to their famous learn by doing philosophy, right?
Absolutely. That's not just a slogan there. It's core to everything. They're also ACSB accredited, offer 9 concentrations. Some unique ones, too, like consumer packaging, real estate finance.
Consumer packaging. Interesting.
Yeah. And a big thing is the mandatory senior capstone project. Students work on real problems for real companies.
Okay, that sounds intense, but valuable.
Definitely. And they encourage interdisciplinary work. Academics are rigorous, no doubt.
How about the faculty and teaching style? Still hands-on.
Very much so. The faculty have solid academic backgrounds and industry experience. They're known for being pretty accessible, good mentors.
And the teaching.
Super interactive, labs, simulations, lots of project-based learning, obviously aligning with Learn by Doing. They even have executives and residents bringing current insights.
So learn by doing really permeates the whole experience.
It does. Those senior projects are key. You might see business students working with engineering majors or agriculture students. Finance students use Bloomberg terminals.
Getting that real-world tool experience.
Right. The entrepreneurship program connects them with actual startup founders.
Yeah.
And yeah, internships are a big part of the culture too.
Now, they're on the Central Coast, which isn't Silicon Valley or LA. Does that affect industry connections?
You might think so, but they actually have really strong ties across California. Companies from the Bay Area and SoCal recruit actively there.
Especially in certain fields?
Tech and accounting are big ones, yeah. And their alumni network in Bay Area tech is surprisingly strong. They do industry projects locally, plus they organize networking trips up to the Bay Area.
Okay, so the location isn't the barrier you might expect,
Yeah.
and the career outcomes must show that.
Oh yeah, they're outstanding. Very high median starting salary for undergrad business majors.
Higher than SJSU?
Generally, yes. Very high employment rate right at graduation, too. Strong placement in tech and finance, similar to SJSU in focus, perhaps.
So good earnings potential combined with that controlled 4-year cost leads back to that great ROI.
Exactly. It's a powerful combination.
And the campus culture at SLO.
It's known for being pretty tight-knit. Strong sense of community on campus, lots of active clubs and orgs. The focus is definitely on practical skills, career prep. Less urban than SJSU, more of a traditional campus feel.
Okay, moving further south now. UC Irvine, the Paul Merage School of Business. We're looking at costs around, what, $43,000 to $45,000 a year for Californians living on campus?
Yep. Another step up. More than SJSU and Cal Poly, but still, a public UC, so generally less than private options for residents.
And they have aid programs, too, like the Blue and Gold plan.
Right. That plan covers tuition for families under a certain income level, plus other aid is available, so that sticker price isn't always the final price.
And Merage has a solid reputation, right, among the UCs and nationally.
Definitely. It's well-ranked nationally by U.S. News for undergrad business. UCI itself is a major research university. People often see Merage as one of the top UC business schools, maybe after Berkeley Haas.
Academically, they're also AACSB accredited. Have they been updating their curriculum?
Yeah, they recently revamped things to bring in more digital literacy, more business analytics, trying to stay current.
So blending theory and practice.
That seems to be the goal. They offer a BA in business administration, where you have to pick an emphasis area, and there's also a BS in business information management.
Oh, the BIM major. That's joint with their computer science school, isn't it?
Exactly, joint with the Donald Bren School of Information and Computer Sciences. So that one's really focused on the tech-business intersection.
What about the faculty at UCI? More research-oriented given it's a major research uni.
Yes, generally described as world-class active researchers. They definitely benefit from UCI's overall research standing. One interesting point, their MBA program was ranked #1 globally for the percentage of female faculty.
Really? That's impressive. Does that filter down to undergrad?
You'd hope it reflects a broader culture of diversity within the school, yeah.
And experiential learning. Is it required like at Cal Poly?
Not universally required for the BA, no. But internships are strongly encouraged. They have a good career center to support students finding them.
Are there other hands-on options?
Students can get academic credit for doing directed research with faculty, and they can tap into all the internship programs across the wider UCI campus, plus study abroad through the main UC system.
Okay. Location-wise, Irvine is in Southern California. Do they still connect well with Silicon Valley employers?
They do have good placement, yeah, including with tech firms up north. Maybe not the sheer volume SJSU sans, but UCI grads are definitely recruited by Silicon Valley companies.
And being in SoCal gives them access to other industries too, presumably.
Right. Plus, the proximity to the Bay Area isn't that far. Some students might even manage part-time work or internships up there during the year.
So career outcomes sound pretty solid overall.
Yeah, they report strong outcomes for the BA grads. High placement rate within 6 months, good salaries. They place well across different sectors. Finance, accounting, IT are big ones.
And the ROI as a
Yeah.
public school.
Still pretty significant potential, especially for California residents paying in-state tuition. Good value proposition there.
How's the general vibe at Mirage? Competitive,
Yeah.
collaborative.
They describe it as diverse, collaborative, student-focused. They use a lot of team-based learning in classes.
Active student groups.
Definitely. The Mirage Undergraduate Student Association, MUSA, seems quite active. Lots of professional clubs, affinity groups. And students get all the benefits of being part of the larger UCI campus life, too.
Okay, let's keep moving south. UC San Diego and the Rady School of Business. Cost is similar to Irvine, maybe slightly higher, around $45,000.
Yeah, in that same ballpark for California residents. Again, more affordable than private, but higher than SJSU or Cal Poly.
Rady's a bit newer on the scene, isn't it? But gaining ground fast.
It really is. It's been climbing the rankings, getting more national recognition from Poets and Quants US News. And of course, it's part of UCSD, which is a powerhouse, especially in STEM fields.
Right, UCSD's reputation is huge. Does that STEM focus influence the business school?
Absolutely. Their main undergrad program tells you that. It's a business economics BS, and it's run jointly with the economics department.
Ah, interesting. So less of a pure business admin degree.
Right. It's got a really strong foundation in analytical economics, plus the core business stuff.
Yeah.
Big emphasis on quantitative skills, data analysis, even programming. It definitely plays to UCSD's strengths.
So very analytical, very quantitative.
That seems to be the flavor, yes.
And the faculty, I assume they reflect that rigor.
My caliber, definitely.
Yeah.
Lots of PhDs from top schools, active researchers. UCSD's economics department overall is ranked very highly nationally.
Do undergrads get access to those top faculty?
Yeah, they're taught by the same professors who teach the grad students, so the quality of instruction should be quite high.
What about the practical side? Experiential learning at Rady.
It's strongly encouraged. Internships, projects, the Career Center and Rady's own advisors help students find opportunities.
Student clubs active.
Yep. Focused on finance, consulting, entrepreneurship. They often take on projects. And students can get involved in research with faculty or join innovation challenges run by the university.
Location-wise, San Diego has its own distinct economy, doesn't it? Biotech, tech.
Exactly. It's a vibrant, growing scene. Rady benefits from connections to local companies for internships and projects. The alumni network in Southern California is also growing stronger.
Career outcomes. Since it's newer, maybe the data isn't as long-term.
Right. The undergrad program is younger, but the early signs are positive. Given UCSD's overall reputation for grad earnings, you'd expect Rady grads to do well.
Likely heading into tech, finance, analytics roles.
Seems probable, given the program's focus. The ROI potential looks good, leveraging that strong UCSD brand and the quantitative skills grads leave with.
And the culture at Rady within the larger UCSD context.
It's described as collaborative, innovative, fits the general UCSD vibe. You have the business-specific clubs, but students also mix a lot with people from engineering, sciences, etc.
So good interdisciplinary feel.
Yeah, that seems to be a plus. Campus life overall at UCSD might be a bit more understated than some places, but definitely enriching.
Okay, our final stop. Santa Clara University, the Levy School of Business. Now we're talking private school costs.
Definitely. This is the highest price point in our group today. Estimated annual cost is quite a jump,
Yeah.
somewhere between $64,000 and $83,000.
Wow, that's a big number.
It is. But, and this is a really important but, Santa Clara offers significant financial aid.
Okay.
A very high percentage of their undergrads get some kind of aid. The average aid package can really bring that net price down quite a bit for many families. You absolutely have to look at the net price calculator for SCU.
Good point. Don't just look at the sticker price. And their reputation, especially being in Silicon Valley, is very strong, right?
Extremely strong regionally.
Mm.
Highly respected by Bay Area employers. They have good national visibility too, but that Silicon Valley connection is key. They're known for producing grads who land great jobs right there.
Academically, they offer a BS in commerce with different majors.
Yep. 8 majors within that BS Commerce degree.
Mm-hmm.
And being a Jesuit university, they integrate a strong liberal arts core and focus heavily on ethical leadership.
Ah, the Jesuit influence. That's a differentiator.
It is. It shapes the curriculum and the overall culture.
Is experiential learning a big deal there, too?
Huge. It's considered a cornerstone. Students are actually expected to do at least one internship.
Expected, okay. Not just encouraged.
Right. Capstone projects are also common, especially in fields like information systems and business analytics. They have some unique leadership programs too, like the ACE Leadership Program and a Community Fellow Program focused on nonprofits. That business for good idea is pretty prominent,
And location. They couldn't be more central to Silicon Valley if they tried.
literally in the heart of it.
Yeah.
The access to tech companies, startups, it's unparalleled.
So internships must be plentiful.
Absolutely. Internships at the big tech firms are very common for Levy students. Their industry ties are incredibly deep, and their alumni network is massive and heavily concentrated right there in the valley.
Which must translate directly into career outcomes.
It does. Outstanding outcomes, particularly in Silicon Valley. High median starting salaries right out of the gate.
Especially in tech.
Very strong placement in tech. So yes, the tuition is high, but the ROI potential is still quite good because those salaries can help offset the cost over time.
And the campus life at Santa Clara.
Vibrant, lots of student organizations. That Jesuit influence fosters a strong sense of community. It's a very active, engaged campus.
Okay, so we've covered 5 really distinct options across California. Let's quickly recap the key differences.
Sure, you've got San Jose State, super affordable, deep in Silicon Valley, very practical, great job pipeline right there.
Then Cal Poly SLO, learn by doing. Excellent statewide reputation for job-ready grads, great ROI, even with a higher cost than SJSU.
UC Irvine, strong UC academics, growing focus on digital skills, good career outcomes across industries, mid-range UC cost, solid SoCal base with Bay Area reach.
UC San Diego's ratty newer program, very analytical and quantitative, leveraging UCSD's STEM strengths and San Diego's own tech biotech scene, similar cost to UCI.
And finally, Santa Clara Premium Private School, right in Silicon Valley's core, amazing tech connections, strong focus on ethics, highest cost, but with significant aid potential and high earning outcomes.
It's lots to think about.
Definitely. So the real question for you, listening, is what matters most to you? Is it the bottom line cost? Is it being right in Silicon Valley or maybe somewhere else? Is it a specific academic focus, like analytics or entrepreneurship, or is it the overall university culture?
Yeah, thinking about those priorities is key.
Absolutely. And we really encourage you to dig deeper. Check out the university websites and definitely use those net price calculators to see what the actual cost might look like for you. That can make a huge difference in figuring out the best fit.